Alright, so we are going to try an experiment this morning. This machine has a problem with the switch. I'm waiting on a new switch to come in. So it cut off last night. It's still got a ways to go. I have a few things to do to this print. We paused it and then or left it in pause. So the experiment this morning is to crank it up and see if it's still in pause. Heat everything up and try to complete the print. Otherwise, the print is not any good. Now, it's still attached to the bed, but we want it to stay attached to the bed. So we're going to cut the machine on. And it's not going to stay running because the switch is bad. So, look at this. Alright, so what we did was we got a piece of print. We're going to place it in the switch to hold it in the on position. See if that works. Okay, if you notice, the print is still in operation, is still in pause. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat things back up. I don't remember how to do that. No. The fan's still wide open. It doesn't need to be. So we're going to cut the fan off for the moment. Wow. So I don't know. It looks like the bed knob is still on. It is warming up. So we're gonna let the bed knob get the temperature. Now the extruder is at 199, so it will extrude. We're waiting for the bed to get about 60. Look at there, the bed's warming up. So yeah, this is an interesting experiment this morning. Let's see if we can save these prints. Alright, we'll hit resume and see what it does. So when you hit resume, it goes right back up to home so that it can figure out where it's at. And then it'll go to the last layer on the print. So if it doesn't have dobs and stuff getting in its way, it'll just reprint over one layer. It's about a 0.5 millimeter thick. Look at that. So we'll let it go until we run out of filament here, and then we'll pause it and change filament. If you'll notice, my filament broke, so we're gonna have to pause it in a minute. Cool. Okay, my filament broke and I'm about out. So what I'm gonna do is just change to a big roll so I don't have to pause this print anymore until it gets done. So we're going to take this one off. we're going to pause this print. And what we're going to do is let it finish out to the last line, since we don't have any filament left, and it's going to start its line over after it pauses. Now this print's at 48%, so we're about halfway done with the print. The next filament I'm going to put on here is a big old roll of PLA, so there won't be any danger of running out of filament here. Using the very last bit of it. This filament wasn't all the best filament in the world. It leaves a lot of string and stuff, but it's kind of pretty. Alright, so this is where we're at. You notice it's doing the thing. We're going to hit pause and put the print in pause. So it goes and parks. Alright, now we're going to take the rest of this filament out. Alright, we got the filament out. We're going to try to get the camera to focus here. We're going to clip it at a pretty steep angle. Now, it's still heated up since it's in pause. We'll put it in. Let me get it put in, then I'll come back. Oops. Alright, push it in until we feel some resistance. And it should be easing out a little under there, which it is. So the new filament is installed, and we don't want that clump of stuff on the print, so we're going to pull it off and out of the way. There we go. And we're going to take this filament and put it up here. And just make sure. All right. Now we're going to start the print again. So we hit resume. It will go to home. Oh no, it won't either. It started right where it was. It didn't bother going home. Okay, so I took this print and I turned it off last night so that I could do it today. So that is possible with this machine. And look at there. So we're going to let this thing finish. Here's the print on this other machine that I finished yesterday. So I should be able to get my little pull extruder done. Isn't that cool? Alright, y'all. Have a good day.